Hey, welcome to the second diary entry of Daley's diary. Like I had to put my warm, comfy thing on because in my previous video I looked like a mess. Anyway, you can see a bit of a glare in my glasses. Oh, that's okay. Moving on. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my goals, and now um, I just want to preface this with October last year is actually when I decided to actually do something about my health. And feel I feel there's a bit of a pattern there. Maybe October is can be like the start of my like when I decide I want to start implementing changes. Because October to if I really think about it, October to me, it's like it's not December, so it's not holiday mode, but we're coming to the end and you kind of get to October and you're like, what have I done the last few months that was actually productive. So maybe October could be like the ending of my old year, starting of the new year. That's a great way to look at it. And so I wanted to talk about my goals, and I want to be really brief and really straight to the point because I just don't want to limit my thoughts in a sense that, oh, I have to say it like this because I know people are going to watch these videos because this is my whole intention is to record the diary and actually get them out there. And so I'm very animated with my hands, but in all seriousness, here are my 3 goals for 2023. Let's get into it. First one is abundance mindset. If I can put a title, up here, would be abundance mindset. Now I've just started this. I started reading quite often this year. I've read almost 10 books, which is a complete record for me because I always used to say that I'd never read, but now I have. And one investment I want to make is possibly to buy a Kindle and subscribe to the Amazon. You can get an Amazon subscription. If you buy the Kindle, then you can get unlimited books. That would be that's an investment on my list to buy because I think that would be such a convenience that I can just instead of carrying my phone around, I can carry my Kindle with all my books. But anyway, so this abundant mindset, what is it? How did I come to it? Why is this my first goal? Well, if you think about it, right, is my life abundant? And in my previous video, I talked about my status, my current, financial situation, my health situation. To put it, to be quite honest and blunt, like it's not a very abundant. That it's not. I said the word wrong. That's not a very abundant life. You know, earning less than $50,000. I mean, I've been working minimum wage jobs since I was 14, and I'm 26. So that's like over 10 years I've been working minimum wage jobs, and I still can't earn more than $50,000. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. So let's be honest, all right? This is our starting point. I'm not going to criticize myself in a negative connotation. More like, let's just face reality here. Like, this is not where you need to be, and this is not where you want to be. And this is how we go forward. And we go forward by having an abundance mindset. Um, a really key thing that helped me start to turn my thoughts over um, was okay. So it's coming to your paycheck. Like payday is like the happiest day of your week if you get paid weekly, or your month. It's like the day where you're like super happy, like your happiness like literally peaks on payday. Anyways, I thought to myself, I'll do what I've always done, which is like write a budget. And you know what I should do? I should like pretend that I have no money. I feel like this is a great strategy. And then I thought to myself, well, if I say to myself, if I pretend like I don't have money, how does that make me feel? Does that make me feel secure? Does that make me feel like I have somewhere to live tomorrow? That 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 kind of that thought makes me so scared that it does something to your internals, and it starts, your body starts to process these thoughts, and it's like, oh no, we're gonna run out. It's like you want to run out of food, you're gonna have nowhere to sleep, and how you gonna pay the bills, and you know, and your eyes go like that, and you're gonna listen. Taking away responsibility is not the way to accept responsibility, because taking responsibility actually gives you the more freedom. So give yourself that freedom. So what I've been saying, what I try to do, actually, I'll preface another strategy that I tried in between. Why I'm putting three. Anyway, I tried the pretend you don't have any. That didn't work. The middle one, I tried to say to myself, you can have whatever you want, but this is what I choose to buy. That was my second thought strategy. And I was like, cool. So I would like go shopping, and I would, live my whole month and be like, I can have whatever I want, but I'm choosing to buy the cheapest milk right now. I'm choosing to buy, you know, this cheap meal or whatever. I can only think of food. That's my only examples. And even that thought is a very scarce thought, and it doesn't make me feel confident at all. Okay, I was like, cool. We'll just wipe the slate clean. We've got one more chance here. We've got to try and get over the line. And so I bought Rich Dad Poor Dad, very famous book, and I bought. Oh, sorry, I didn't buy it. I borrowed a book that I've read before, Richest Man in Babylon. Anyway, both of those books, they come to the same conclusion, and it's pay yourself first. Now, what does this mean? I've heard pay myself first, pay yourself first. Listen, pay yourself first is literally pay yourself first means do that first before you think of anything else. So when your paycheck comes in, like everybody, but all the people, finance people say this like ongoingly. And I've read multiple books, I've watched thousands of millions of videos. They always say pay yourself first. What does that mean? It means you need to start saying to yourself, this, I'm going to prioritize me first, almost to the point where you would say, no, stuff the bills, like, I'm not going to pay it. Because if you don't pay yourself first, you will forever be feeling like there's never enough. And so when you almost satisfy what you need, because your mind needs the stability and it needs the security. So give it to yourself first. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. And so what I have started saying to myself since last week, is my cup runneth over, which means it's overflowing, it's endless, there's heaps, abundance mindset. That is my approach. And we'll just leave abundance mindset there. We're going to the next point. All right, the second one. My second goal for 2023 is get skilled up, invest away. I like to kind of say it, a bit more spruced up. Anyways, get skilled up, invest away. What does that mean? So now that we've got my abundance money mindset, or my abundance mindset on lock, we are going to get skilled up. So what does that mean? I'm going to invest in skills that will make me a more valuable individual. Now, the number one thing that I wish I had known earlier was that I could literally learn anything, and I didn't need to have any prior knowledge to learning this skill. If I had known that I could learn any skill, why did I pick the ones that I like to do? That is the dumbest thing. I won't get upset on myself for learning skills that were not that they weren't not necessary, but it's like, listen, there's certain skills that I think a lot of people should have, and to be quite honest, I probably do have I probably do obtain very very valuable skills. In saying that, we live in a capitalistic society where our lives revolve around money. So if you don't have money, you don't have options. If you don't have options, you have nothing. Anyways, the skills that I want to learn. So in my current role, I am a what would you call it? Digital account manager. I had never even heard of an account manager. I completely fell into this role. Total accident by just listen, I had no job and I was forced to get a job because I needed to pay the rent. And so I applied to 3 jobs on Seek. 2 of them gave me an interview. I took this one and I got the job. Happy days. Turned out to be a digital marketing role. Who knew? And now I am an account manager, which I'm learning so much. Anyways, if I had known that I could have learned sales and marketing, that skills are taught, I would have been so much further ahead. And I wouldn't. Anyways, that's what we're learning now. So we're investing in our skills. I'm buying courses. My most recent course, I bought the Girls That Invest investing class, which I've been wanting to buy for since before I actually started investing, just to get that extra knowledge. And to me, I just couldn't I couldn't put it to myself to invest almost $530 for a 6 week module, 6 week course, and there's 10 modules. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So what I did was I started investing. So I started doing the practical task, and then I invested in the course, which inevitably gave me the confidence because I was like, I can do this without the course. But then I realized I need the course not to make more money, but I needed the course for the knowledge. And I think what investing in courses do is they reaffirm the positive um you know knowledge that now you're accumulating. So if I want to be more uh if I want to have a more abundance mindset, I need to be listening to people who have abundance mindsets so that I can be influenced in that way, because naturally as humans we're meant to be not meant to be influenced, but it's just in us to, I don't know. We won't go there. Just reverse back what I just said because I don't know if I can edit this out. So yeah, that's basically it. Buy courses, buy more books. Another way of investing is buying good quality clothes, healthcare, travel, gifts. You know, investing or giving is is kind of like letting the energy flow, or letting the water flow. Because I don't think, um, like storing it up and like locking yourself in the money is going to make you feel any better. You know, I don't think so. Anyways, that's my second goal. Third one, patience is key. Patience is key. Now, one thought I did come to fairly recently was that I thought to myself, I mean, because I was making content before TikTok started. I was making content before Snapchat started 4 years ago, and I just didn't keep up with it. And I think a large factor that played into that happening It's because I wasn't patient. I wanted to be a famous singer, and I wanted to win Grammys. And there's people like Olivia Rodrigo just come out of nowhere. But there's probably stuff behind the music industry these are just my opinions, but we won't go into that. But I wanted it now, and I think that was my issue. And I think that's you know quite common that a lot of people have that, and they kind of want the results now. But setting yourself these certain expectations and wanting everything now just prolongs the actual outcome. So we won't prolong the outcome anymore. We want the outcome. We want the outcome now, but we're patient enough to wait for it. So I like to say, uh, take action as if you have little time, but be patient in the outcome as if you have endless time. This is my thinking. So those are my three goals. Pretty quick and simply. 2023, abundance mindset, get skilled up, invest away, and patience is key. Which hand's better? Doesn't matter. Anyway, that's my goals. All right. I'll see you later for the next one. Bye.